catch a whiff.
Up next, the Knicks taking on the Magic. For the Knicks, a tremendous beginning to their season. They've been gaining momentum with each and every game. Magic, Knicks, coming up next. Thanks everyone for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the Kings. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for New York, they've taken a bit of a dive. Still in the top 10, but I'll tell you, the Power Rankings don't miss much. Any let up and you lose ground.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the 5. And for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Grant, we've got quite a game in store for us tonight. 2 of the top teams in the Eastern Conference.
Well, you know what they say, B.A. To be the best, you got to beat the best. I'm sure that's what both teams are thinking, so I expect them to be highly motivated.
And it's good for 2.
Well, that's how effective Carter Jr. can be inside, using his size to his advantage.
Towns a screen on Suggs. Towns outside. Double team on Towns. Pass to Hart. 4 on the clock. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Well, you have to appreciate how selfless Towns is. If you get wide open, he'll reward you.
Suggs against Brunson. Now here's Bane. Banchero right side. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10" wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with." Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that.
And you know, he might not be the biggest guard, but Brunson has a dense frame. He has no problem going through contact.
Suggs with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Carter, a screen on Brunson. To the inside. And Carter gets it to go on the assist from Bane. Carter's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, and every year, Bane's playmaking seems to take another leap. Fantastic pass right there.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Screen by Hart. Anunoby on the take. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the 3rd player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report. Now here's Bane, a proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. Wagner outside. Shoots over Anunoby, and it's Wagner missing. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. 3-point lead. And there's the drive. Oh, nice D from Carter.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Suggs with a screen on Hart. Banchero right side. And he buries his first look.
I mean, 6'10", about 250, Banchero imposing his will inside.
Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. 3-pointer. Sinks the tray. Brunson's got 5 points.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Banchero. 33 points last game. The shot's good. He's got 6.
He can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
The Knicks with the lead. Towns a screen on Suggs. Brunson with it. Now Carter defending. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Now you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Bane with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And down it goes. 2 points.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Suggs against Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Towns on a screen. Bridges passes to Towns. The kick out to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Here's Anunoby. Here's Towns over Wagner. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, anytime he wants, Towns can be a beast on the offensive board.
Wagner with a screen. Pass to Banchero. Takes a 3. Drops in the 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
New York has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Anunoby a screen on Suggs. Here's Brunson. And he converts the layup. Brunson's got 9 points. Magic trail by 3.
16-13.
Now here's Wagner. 15 in his last outing. From deep, Bane. It's rebounded by New York. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Now here's Bridges. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Wagner with a steal. 11 feet out. And Banchero with a bucket on the assist by Wagner. He's got 7.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Anunoby a screen on Suggs. The floater, and a nice layup by Brunson.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Bane. 14 points his last outing. Kicks it out to Wagner. From deep, that one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, that's big for Wagner's confidence. He knows he has to keep cashing in from those corner spots.
And here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Wagner after the basket by New York on the other end. And that one drops for him. 9 points for Paolo Banchero.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Orlando trailing here. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for Anunoby, then for Orlando. Black's checked in for Wagner. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Suggs. Black, left side. Back to Jones. Pass to Bane. Shoots from the elbow. Counted. Bane's gotten his second bucket.
Stepping in from the line, it's easy money for Bane there.
Bridges, a screen on Jones. Brunson passes to Bridges. Left side, Robinson. 6 to shoot. Bridges on the attack. Up again. It's hard on the wing. Robinson, a screen on Banchero. Hart passes to Robinson, and stolen by Banchero. Oh, Robinson with a block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Black passes to Banchero. Outside Bain. Clock at 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. The 3 from Banchero, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Brunson against Jones. Brunson passes to Clarkson. Connects from downtown.
Showing that competitive spirit, Clarkson really wanted to get them right back.
Jones against Brunson. Here's Banchero. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Oh, he's on the attack, hitting 6 of his last 7.
Brunson taking his time here. Pass to Clarkson for 3. The rebound by Carter. Orlando leading. Black passes to Carter. That's good. Carter's got 8.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So for the Knicks, Yabusele comes in for Hart, and Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Then for Orlando, Bataze's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero, and Wagner subbed in for Jones.
Coming off the kick, Clarkson varies his pace to lose defenders.
Orlando has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Black passes to Bataze. A minute 37 left in the first quarter of the game. Bain finds Bataze over Robinson. Robinson with the block. And Bataze gets it to go. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Robinson, a screen on Bain. Bain against Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by McBride.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Black. He's scoreless. Pass to Bataze. Now Bain. Black outside. Let's go with a 3. He drops it from range.
And Black wants to keep getting better as a shooter. Draining shots like this will certainly help his confidence.
Outside McBride. And here's Clarkson. Beyond the arc. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Wagner, the pass to Bain. Wagner with a screen on Clarkson. Here's Bain. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Clarkson against Bain. Yabusele outside. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Unable to get that one. Paolo. Banchero getting it done for the Magic. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. All right, stick around. We'll be... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
OG Anunoby out there with Gershon Yabusele. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Guys, back to you."
They've got their fans fired up. All right, thank you, Allie. Pass to Batase. And the layup is good off the glass. Batase's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, he's such a good distributor. Franz Wagner, very selfless.
Brunson against Jones. There's the triple. And Yabusele with a bucket on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his third assist of the night.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Wagner. Oh, deflected. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wagner's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, that's where Wagner can bully you. So strong in close.
McBride attacking. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Over Wagner. Anunoby can't get it to go.
Mixing it up inside, just coming up empty-handed.
Here's Black. Tipped. Now here's McBride. Defended by Wagner. Outside McBride. Pass to Brunson. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers, and the same thing goes as to when to help and when to stay home on shooters.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson, and it's Josh Hart in for Anunoby. Brunson with it. Wagner picks him up. Towns passes to Brunson. Towns a screen on Wagner. And Brunson, here we go. Brunson to the basket. It's good.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hart. McBride on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. Yabusele the screen. From downtown. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
I just love the ball.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Bain, he's checked in for Orlando. And a quick check of the 2K leaderboard. Here are the toughest defenses to score against. In third, the Knicks.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Knicks leading by 3. Towns a screen on Suggs. It's Hart on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Towns. Over Suggs. Towns can't get it to go. Magic trail by 3. Right side Bain. Now Suggs. Yet to see a basket. Can they get it? Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
A solid jump shooter. Now, the defense has to get up on Suggs, or that's going to happen.
Before getting injured last season, Stan, Jalen Suggs was looking better than ever.
Yeah, he improved across essentially all stat categories. He was showing loads of improvement, B.A., making that knee injury extra heartbreaking.
Wagner outside. Up top, Bain. McBride covers. Wagner with a screen. Here's Suggs. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. New York has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Pass to Towns. Towns throws it down.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
The Magic have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Back to Wagner. The three from Bain. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Suggs against Brunson. Yabusele outside. The three ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Suggs, giving him some nice offensive production with 13 points a game. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup, coming off a win against the Blazers.
And that performance shows the upside of this team. The key for them now, consistency.
And some changes here for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Yabusele. And it's Bridges in for McBride. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 5 points in the quarter.
Look, Suggs knows how to assert himself inside. You give him a lane and he will attack.
Towns on a screen. From the arc. Orlando grabs the miss.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
What concentration there from Wagner, accepting the contact and still finding a way to capitalize.
And while it's maybe too early in the year to get a true sense of the league's pecking order, Stan, when does that start to take shape?
Well, not for a while. Once all the teams have played each other and we've seen all the possible matchups, then we'll start to get a better idea. Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
Bain surveying the D. Suggs outside. From outside the arc. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Arc passes to Brunson. Pass to Bridges. There's the three. It's rebounded by Wagner.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Banchero left side. Banchero from close range.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Brunson against Suggs to halt the run. Outside Hart. Here's the three. Pure from three-point range. Hart's got 6.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
To the paint. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
Yeah, powerful finish from Wagner. Don't get in his way.
Brunson with it. He's got 17. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Bataze comes in for Wagner. And Black subbed in for Wagner. Here's Batase. Off target from outside. Knicks trail by 4. It's Hart on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. Pass to Brunson. Inside. Towns can't get it to go.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
And Carroll with a screen on Bridges. It's stolen by Hart. Here they come with numbers in transition, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just leaping up to the rim, no one could get in Anunoby's way.
56-55. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Black outside. Pass to Banchero. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Yabusele comes in for Anunoby. Clarkson's checked in for Hart. And Miles McBride subbed in for Brunson. Then for Orlando, Carter comes in for Batase. And Wagner subbed in for Black. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Suggs finds Bain. Carter, a screen on Clarkson. From deep, Bain. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Robinson passes to Bridges. Now McBride. Shot clock at 6. Yabusele the screen. Tries it from the top of the key. The rebound by Carter.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Suggs with the bucket.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's Clarkson. Robinson passes to Clarkson. Robinson, a screen on Wagner. McBride attacking. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
65-59. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Robinson. On the wing, Clarkson. Yabusele, a screen on Bain. Pass to Yabusele. The shot. And it's New York scoring again.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
61. Banchero outside. Here's Wagner. Back to Banchero. To the middle. Carter. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Carter's got 10.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Clarkson passes to McBride. Clarkson with a screen on Suggs. McBride attacking. And that one is stuffed right through. Knicks trail by 6. Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. On the wing, it'll be Bain and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. And Hart with a basket on the assist from Anunoby. Hart's got his third basket on the night right there.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Pass to Bain. Orlando moving the ball around. Anunoby against Wagner. Boom! Banchero!
And Banchero is just so enthusiastic. He keeps raising the energy he's bringing to the offensive end.
Now here's Towns. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. And it's powered home by Towns.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. It's good. Banchero's got 24 points.
An offensive machine. The energy you get from Banchero on that end of the floor is impressive.
Brunson with it. Wagner picks him up. Pass to Anunoby. It's Bridges on the wing. Towns a screen on Bain. Here's Bridges. Orlando with the rebound. Now here's Wagner. Give him 8 points now. Wagner with a screen on Bridges. The three from Banchero. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds now. Brunson against Suggs. And Brunson, here we go. The shot no good. Orlando leading by 6. Suggs surveys the D. Wagner on the wing. Down low. Here's Banchero. The three from Suggs. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Carter, a screen on Hart. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Mo Wagner.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. They trail by 6. Anunoby a screen on Suggs. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And these are the top rebounders in the league. Karl Anthony Towns, 4th.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, what you love about Anunoby is his toughness and work ethic. When he's out there, he's going to play hard every second.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Suggs outside. Banchero outside. They get it back. Wagner outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wagner's got 11 points.
Look, that's the readiness of Wagner. He's prepared to shoot the moment he catches the ball.
Anunoby a screen on Suggs. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic. All right, a chance to check out the Orlando Magic's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Sunday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle. Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Knicks trail by 7. And here's Brunson. 17 points in the game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Knicks, things stacking up nicely for them so far. #1 in their conference and looking formidable. And check it out, Orlando, half a game behind.
You know, for the Knicks, many of us experts earmark them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Back over to you, Brian.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Suggs, the pass to Bane. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, that's exactly what Carter Jr. should be doing, rescuing plays off the offensive glass.
Suggs against Brunson. Towns, a screen on Bane. Here's Bridges, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Wendell Carter. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Anunoby, a screen on Suggs. And Brunson, here we go. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Pass to Bane. Lets it fly from 18. That shot missing. Knicks trail by 11. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
And it's Wagner missing. The Knicks have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Towns outside. Anunoby passes to Towns. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Orlando making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Carter, and Black subbed in for Suggs. And that one misses.
The #1 pick in the 2015 NBA draft. Towns continues to prove why he's a top big man in this league.
Black outside. And Carroll with a screen on Brunson. 6 to shoot. Now here's Black, tightly guarded. And they pick up 2. Black's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Brunson. He's got 17. Left side Hart. Towns finds Hart. Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great. Basket.
Orlando leading by 7. Outside Bane. They set the pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Yabusele comes in for Anunoby, and it's McBride in for Bridges. Outside Brunson. Brunson penetrating. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
And Bankero against Yabusele. And the dunk by Wagner.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Here's McBride. That three's off the mark.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Here's Bankero. It's rebounded by New York. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. McBride attacking, and that one is hammered home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Black passes to Wagner, and the dunk by Wagner.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. 7-point differential. From 15 feet away, and it's New York scoring again.
And I love the trust between Brunson and his guys. I mean, working so hard to set each other up.
Here's Wagner, and the dunk by Wagner.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for Jalen Brunson. Jones, he's checked in for Orlando. Outside McBride. Inside, Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Magic leading by 5. Now Jones. No points so far. Bankero surveys. Wagner for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Bankero. Bankero's got 5 assists tonight.
Dare I say, he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
And the shot goes in. Clarkson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Wagner up top. 1:43 left in the 3rd quarter. Outside Jones. Orlando moving the ball around. Black, no good. Knicks trail by 6. Outside McBride. Pass to Clarkson. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance. Clarkson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Clarkson can drain them with ease from that range. No problem for him on that 3.
Jones, the pass to Wagner. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Outside McBride, and he drives in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Bankero outside. Black outside. Over Yabusele. Black, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
McBride attacking, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Bankero outside. Oh, Bankero throws it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Paolo Bankero getting it done for the Orlando Magic. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Gershon Yabusele out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's McBride in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Mataze can't hit. Knicks trail by 3. Yabusele a screen on Bain. Yabusele outside. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Orlando with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Back to Suggs. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And New York shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. Clarkson passes to Bridges. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Suggs. Back to Bain. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Yabusele. Knicks trail by 3. Yabusele a screen on Bain. Yabusele outside to tie it up. Buries it from 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Yeah, impressive vision from Bain. Always looking to move it.
Bain against Clarkson. Yabusele a screen on Bain. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Bridges outside. Tries the spin move. Clock at 4. Driving in. And the basket is good.
Yeah, nice take from Bridges. Love whenever he takes initiative on offense.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Wagner against Yabusele. Outside Bain. 6 on the shot clock. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
What a slam by the 6'3" Clarkson, showing he's still got some ups.
Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Suggs, right side. Stripped away. Clarkson against Bain. New York working the ball around now. Yabusele the screen. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Misses the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Mataze, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Chance points are backbreakers.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. The Big group substitution here for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Yabusele. Josh Hart's checked in for Bridges. And Brunson is subbed in for Clarkson. And a change for the Magic. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Carter from outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Pass to Brunson. Three-pointer. Yes, sir! Brunson for three.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Here's Bain. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Towns a screen on Suggs. Brunson on the drive. Orlando with a rebound. Outside Bain. This one for three. Gets the three ball to go.
Well, that's what makes Bain so difficult to guard. He can hit that deep three, but if you play too tight on him out there, he'll drive right past you.
McBride passes to Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Fast break, here we go. To the paint. Here's Towns. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Wendell Carter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
Here's Banchero, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. Well, Stan, if you had the opportunity to coach Paolo Banchero, what would your message to him be?
Well, look, B.A., he doesn't need my notes, but I'd just urge him to refine his jump shot. He has incredible size and skill.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Good on the second one. Brunson with it. Banging his way through. Jalen Brunson.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Here's Wagner. It's rebounded by New York. Now here's Hart. Pass to Brunson. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Black. Magic trail by 7. Now Wagner fires the three. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 15 here tonight. To the middle. Outside Anunoby. On the take. And he gets that one. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Yeah, Anunoby doing his work deep in the paint. He's got so many moves to beat you.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for the Knicks.
So for the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Desmond Bain comes in for Black. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Jones. Here's Banchero. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Bane, the pass to Suggs. And here's Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Anunoby. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Knicks leading by 9. Towns, a screen on Suggs. Brunson on the drive. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Banchero. Kicks it out to Bane to win the drought. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Towns, a screen on Suggs. Towns outside. Now McBride. Back to Towns. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Orlando again missing.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's gonna knock it down.
And here's Hart. Towns, a screen on Bane. Hart goes in. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, Towns gives you some interesting options in the two-man game. He can both pick and roll and pick and pop.
Suggs outside. It's good from beyond the arc.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Now Anunoby. Now Towns. Towns doing some work on the interior.
Yeah, this is what makes Towns an all-star caliber player. He has the ability to take over games by himself.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to plan.
Let's hear it for your Knicks 7th squad.
Tipped away. Magic trail by 12. Here's Banchero. Carter, a screen on Anunoby. Shot clock at 5 with the step back. Oh, he gets it off before the buzzer. What a shot.
Well, that's where you want to get Banchero the ball. He's got great touch around the basket.
Now Hart, and stolen by Suggs. Now Banchero. And it's in there.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Suggs against Brunson. Takes it inside. Book it!
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now Bane. Using the glass to lay it in.
Yeah, Bane is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside.
Now it's Hart. Now Brunson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah. And that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Banchero against Anunoby. Hart with a rebound.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Outside Brunson. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Towns. 6 to shoot. From 13 feet. Banchero pulls it down. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Fires away from outside. No. Hard with it. So New York wins it. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.